Yo, this is the L7C bringing you another Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel. Let's see who we're going against. Hacker Man. We went rock, he went scissors. We get to go first. And we see our hand and we're like, huh, we can make a Dragoon first turn. Okay, that's how we're playing today. And you're wondering how? There's no Anaconda. Again, we don't use Anaconda in the main deck. We use Keeper and Fusion Dispatch. I'm hoping, I've been looking for a card where you could summon fusion materials back from the grave, like a trap card, like special summon one fusion material back from the grave, or a card like that. That'd be phenomenal. Then we get another fusion dispatch. We then activate the Keeper of Dragon Magic, get the blue eyes, set, activate that, make Dragoon, and turn. And we're seeing what Hackerman000 is playing. So he does the Ferris, I believe. So we're like, he is playing Elemental Heroes. Yep, Vision Hero Ferris. And we're wondering, is this where we do the negate? And we're like, no, technically he hasn't even normal summoned. I like to negate normal summons because you only get one normal summon per turn. So we're like, is this where we would negate? We're like, normal monster, you could send. We're like, this was the normal summon. Then no, we do not negate here. Dumps the malicious. We're thinking we should have negated the malicious here, but it is what it is. That's the thing too with a deck like Heroes. Heroes have so many combo pieces that can get through so many different types of disruption. You're just like, you don't know what to negate because you don't know what they have in their hands because they can keep extending and extending plays. So he does that, goes in the Cross Crusader, and we're just like, do we want to negate this? We're like, yeah, we're going to negate that, discard the dispatch. And then that's destroyed, and then he gets that increase, and I was like, oh, I didn't even know that was increase's effect. Then he comes to the main monster zone after that. And then he has Vision Hero. Now he has 3 heroes all over again. And I'm like, oh man, my negate just got freaking baited. And I'm like, I'm probably not too long for this place because I know the Trinity is going to be coming. And my hand's pretty bare. So Vision Hero Trinity, that's a 5k monster. Then Liquid goes effect, discards. Then Monster Reborn. Yeah, it's not looking too hot. It's really not looking too freaking hot for me. Takes my Keeper of Dragon Magic, by the way, which is crazy. And then links off again. And now he's at 5,800, and we're like, holy moly. So he attacks with Vision Hero. I'm like, well, I do have Rainbow Karibo. So we're just going to Rainbow Karibo there. Then he destroys that, and then he flips over the blue eyes. So he avoided the OTK because of Rainbow Karibo. So that was good. That was good. But now we're trying to figure out how the heck are we getting out of this mess. We draw an Eternal Soul, which is good. So then we put Blue Eyes in attack mode. We set the Eternal Soul. We attack. We can't even attack that because it's 3,200. So then we have to attack our Keeper. Do 1,200 damage. Then we end turn. And right now his Trinity cannot attack because of Link Karibo. Oh, but then he gets rid of his Trinity for increase. So then the Link, so that didn't last very long. Then he does the Vion. And then we're sitting here waiting. He discards from his deck. Or sends from his deck to the grave. Some more Vision Heroes. We're seeing what he's going to do. next. And right now we're bare for bones. We went all in on the first turn with the Dragoon. With the Dragoon play, and now we are bare for bones. But yeah, so that's the problem with, I guess, my main deck when I do make Dragoon, because I don't do it the traditional way with Anaconda. So it usually takes 2-3 cards in my hand for him to come out, unless it's just perfect circumstances, but it's typically 3. And then he does his monster's effect, and I am well for wares. Again, all I have is Eternal Soul down there, so it's not looking too good. He draws another poly. I'm like, oh, is he making another Trinity? He summons Soldier, Polymerization. I'm like, oh, he's going to make another Trinity. I know it. He's going to make another freaking Trinity. I'm waiting to see what he's going to make here. Then he makes Elemental Hero Sunrise. I'm like, oh, bam, but I'm looking at Sunrise is at 4K. His Link Monster's at 4K. And Vion's at 2,500. I'm like, oh, shoot. I'm like, this is not looking too freaking pretty. And then I'm like, wait, is he getting Trinity back? I'm like, okay. Getting Trinity back. This is not looking too hot for me. I'm reading the effects of Trinity. I was like, I know he has a popping effect. I just need to remember what it was. It's activating. I just want to activate a card. I'm like, nah, I'm alright. He gets 2. And I'm like, yeah, this is GG. Unless they mess this up somehow, I am taking this L. And it's a nice honorable L. No cheats, no hacks, no nothing. It was just a good game. That's what I'm thinking in my brain. Or I'm like, oh. But then I'm like, oh, can he please mess this up so I can get another play? So then he got rid of all his monsters to make another Link. And I'm like, yeah, there's nothing I could do. So, keep going. Yep. And then he does that as well. And we're wondering what is happening to what's going to happen here. We got 2,900, 3,800, 3,800 against just 3K. I wish, if this was the anime, I wish I had a card of Sanctity so I can draw until I have 6 cards in my hand. The ultimate comeback card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime. So he blows up the back row, which that really sucks for me because then I can't use Eternal Soul. He attacks directly. I do Rainbow Karibo's effect to protect the blow. That gets destroyed. Then take 29, take 38, and then main phase 2. I think he just ends turn with all those 4 beefy monsters right now. Then he has a Stratos to hand. Then I draw a Blue Eyes White Dragon, and that is the game, man. You'll get those dead draws every now and again, and it really sucks when you get dead draws like that, but it's just part of the game. You can construct your deck in any way that you want. You are bound